So today we're going to be taking these assets and hopefully trying to make a 10 out of 10 poster. Really premium cinematic looking poster for UFC Freedom 250. That's in about like 2 weeks. So guys, whether you like UFC or fighting or not, just check me out in this tutorial because I'm pretty sure you guys are going to learn a lot of new things, new techniques, and just subscribe down below. Click the notification bell, leave a like, and share with a friend, with your grandpa, with whoever. Let's get into this video. I'll see you guys inside of Photoshop. Okay guys, so here we are. This is a voiceover because I sort of changed some things up in this video. Stick around, this is a longer video, but a lot of things you will be able to learn, and it's a really complex poster, so there are a lot of things that I've made, that's why it's longer. But guys, here I'm just pretty much showing you guys that I sketch it out first. I have the idea in mind, I sketch it out, and then I map it out with the assets. So we have my main assets, and that's really good. If you're doing a complex design or poster, try to sketch it out. It's gonna give you a better idea of where things are gonna be, placement, and all of that. And I'm just showing you guys some references as well. The more references you have, the better. And also choose references from other types of niches. So instead of me only looking for references in combat sports, I can look for references in movie posters, in magazines, and just grab different ideas. Remembering that the overlays that I'm using, as well as these skies, it's all for my graphics pack, so you can check that out in the description down below. And what I want to do, guys, is I want to bring this down a bit. So we're gonna go here on curves, and I'm just gonna bring this sky down a bit, right? So just like that. And we could also come here on exposure. Maybe just bring this exposure down just a tad right here. So I'm just pretty much showing you guys that this poster will sort of be like a sunset type of vibe. So the sky in the top part will be sort of darker, the sun in the bottom, and everything else will follow this whole vibe. So color correction, all that will follow a sunset setting. Always use the mask, right? Because it just lets you do what you want, and you can always go back and like bring back your fighter, bring back your object, and all that good stuff. And I'm just renaming here just to keep it organized, right? Which is another thing you guys can do. Always rename it, keep it organized. And because our main fighter is here, they're sort of gonna be in the back, like far back. So because they're far back, what am I gonna do is I'm gonna bring over this sky. So I'm gonna duplicate everything right here, and I'm just gonna merge these layers, and I'm gonna bring it on top of their folder. So it's on top of their folder. I'm just gonna blur it, Gaussian blur, and blur it like a good bunch. So 114. So we have it blurred on top of them, as you can see. And because they're far back, I'm gonna bring just a bit of like haze on top of them, right? This is, where am I taking this from, right? When you're looking at mountains, and mountains, they're farther away, you can see that they're sort of hazy, like they're sort of faded because of the sky and all that. I think there's other explanations, not just because of the sky, but you can see that it's sort of hazy. So the same thing I'm gonna do with the fighters. I'm gonna sort of give them this haze type of look, and I can come here and I can test out a lot of different things right here. I forgot, guys, I totally forgot the name of this. I think it's called layers. I forgot the name completely. but I'm gonna put an overlay, and I'm gonna bring that down, and I'm gonna slightly bring it up a bit. Overlay, I'm gonna Control J that and just bring it up as lighten. So I'm gonna lighten it up a bit, right? Give that hazy look and just place it down a bit. So you can see before, after. You can see that it's starting to make sense with the lighting in the background. And I'm gonna just duplicate this, and I'm gonna do the same with Alex and Ghani, except for this one right here, for this lighten effect, right? And now we have, as you guys can see here, right? So we have this more subtle type of light coming from the back, right? So we have these subtle rim lights. I brought it back a bit, back the light from their faces, just so it shows their faces details. But now with this other curves tool, as you can see, I brought the curves up, and now I'm gonna bring in this even like stronger light, but it's not gonna come in as much as it did with the other light where my brush was way bigger. So I'm gonna just, with a smaller brush, I'm gonna come in here on these edges, as you guys can see. So these edges, I'm gonna just bring that back, this really hard light from the back. The light is coming from like this open spot right here and a bit from right here. So it's gonna be more on this front part of Alex's face, right? So more here as the light is coming here, so it's gonna hit some of his neck as well. And as I told you guys, this is how our design ends up looking realistic, because it just makes sense, you know. And when it makes sense, when it's realistic, like people, they end up catching that, you know. So they look at your design and it looks realistic. It doesn't look like you just did whatever. You actually followed some rules. So here we're sort of following the rule of lighting itself, right? Drinking some coconut water. I'm pretty like pretty sick. Things you guys can tell by my voice. But yeah, so we're following some rules, right? Lighting coming from the bottom part, it sort of hits them from like bottom to up. Doesn't really hit the top part of their head and all that good stuff. And you guys can see how this lighting right here, it's a small detail, but it just makes so much difference. Like, look how better this looks before and after, right? So it just looks way better. It looks more realistic. And now we're going to be doing the bottom part of the house. So the bottom part of the house, the house itself, actually, the White House is gonna have the same pretty much like principles, right? So we're gonna have this stronger light, which we can create with the curves. The stronger light is gonna be hitting the house. So we can bring it up right here in the middle of our curve. Command I just to flip the mask, right? And then we come with our white brush, and with our white brush we just come in painting these details again, as you guys can see. And another thing you guys could even do and test out, so Photoshop, it's all about testing out. Design is all about testing out. So one things you guys can test out is this right here. So let me come back right here. And what can you guys test out? So I've done this in the past, and it is like a time saver, right? So we have our house. What I can do is I can command and select our house, and you can see that it makes the selection. And then you can come to select, modify, contract, and contract it maybe by like 5. 5 is too much, right? So you can contract it by, let's do 5 actually. So we contracted it by 5, and then we can paint in. We can actually inverse it and then paint in what we need to paint. So we're gonna come back and paint in our lights, and actually we're gonna take it away from here. So we're gonna paint our light in. And all this is from our selection. So guys, this project is pretty huge. As you can see, my Photoshop is bugging out a bit because I'm also recording my screen, but then you can just bring back our lights just a bit, and Control D. So as you guys can see, with our selection, it brought back our lights, right? So it brought back a bit of the lights from the background that we had taken out with the curve tool. So one thing we can do is now, as you can see, it's really hard. So we can come on the curve, just click it twice. So actually just click on our mask, and it's gonna pop this up right here. And we can just feather it out. So we can put some feather like that, and it looks like the light is actually hitting our White House, right? So it actually looks like the light is actually hitting the White House. And then right here, maybe we could just remove it a bit from down here. And you guys can just see it makes a difference. So that is another type of technique that I like using, and you guys can use as well.
your lover, sometimes wanna be your friend, sometimes wanna hug you, hold hands, slow dance while the record spin. Opened up your heart cause you said I made you feel so comfortable. Used to play back then, now you all grown up like Rudy.
So for us to create the smoke, we're gonna take a look at our pack. So we have our pack, we have the smoke, and we can see if we have a smoke that's already sort of usable or not, right? So let's just take a look at all of these smokes that we have here in the pack, and maybe we can use one of them. Okay, so we created the smoke at the end of each jet, and now I'm just thinking on what else I can start placing in, putting in our design to make it look even better. Remembering that I have the star in the background, which I will be using, and a reference that I was taking a look at is this guy right here. So Ethan J Design, look him up and follow him. His work is insane. He designs for the NBA, and as you can see, his projects, like, they're really creative. He uses a lot of lights, a lot of, like, you know, neon lights, flares. He uses a lot of flares as well. And maybe I can do something like this, right? As you can see, this right here is a normal design, like a sunset vibe, but then he adds, you know, different stuff. Like, he adds these glass type of objects and all that. So his work is really creative. And as you can see, right, he could have just stuck to the sky, but no, he added some more stuff, which made it look really unique. So maybe I can go down this road as well and try to apply this sort of style to the design as well, but remembering that I can only use what's inside my pack. So let's take a look at inside the pack, and I'm gonna speed it up, but I'm gonna take a look and just show you guys what's inside the pack and see what I can use. So as you guys can see here, I'm just trying to see what works and see what doesn't work, you know, see what looks good, what doesn't look good. And design is just, it's all about that, right? So I'm going back into my graphics pack many times and seeing what elements I can grab from there to bring into the poster, but also not to charge the poster up too much. You know, I don't want to make it, you know, overly designed with just a bunch of different type of overlays and textures and all that. So I do want to keep it clean, but I also do want to keep it interesting, right? So as you can see here, I'm just coloring in the smoke, right, that's coming out of the jets. So we have the blue, we have the red smoke, and also the white smoke. Now here is where the magic starts to happen, right? So I start to blend everything in, and here I'm using the color balance. I like to use color balance a lot. I think it's one of the main things that also a lot of designers use. And the color balance, you can really mess with the shadows, with the midtones, with the highlights as well, and just blend everything in. And because the sky is the main environment, so the sky is pretty much what gives everything else the colors, right? If there aren't any other lights in the poster. So the sky, it is blue, so that means that everything else will sort of have a bluish tone. And as you guys can see, that's what I'm doing here. And I'm just bringing back a bit of the star using these smoke brushes. I'm bringing back a bit of the star on top of the Puria and on top of Justin as well, just so we can see the star a bit more. And I like how everything's going. So we have these bluish tones from the star, the red tones from the top. There's also some red tones on the jets and blue as well. And we could just see how everything just starts to look even better and better. As you guys can see, I did place the top two fighters inside of the star, right? So I masked them inside of the star, and then with a brush, I simply just got their heads back, right? So I brought their heads back just so they could stay on the top, but their body on the bottom is sort of inside of the star, which makes it really interesting. And here I'm using the lasso tool, and I just created this line that follows the line of the star, and I just created a line on the bottom just to make it more geometric. And as I told you guys, it's all about testing it out, seeing what looks good, seeing if it's not too much, but also seeing if it's not just too simple. And just follow my process. I'm pretty sure you guys can learn a lot of things. Nothing like too crazy about it. I'm not doing anything that's miraculous here. But these little steps, it does make a difference, right? As you guys can see, I'm bringing back the bottom part. So I'm focusing now on the sunset, and I'm gonna start coloring it in. So I'm gonna start coloring the sunset in from the White House. So the White House, it does, the light does hit the White House a bit, and that's what I'm doing here. Bringing that in the White House, at the trees as well. And you guys could definitely follow this process here. Also apply it to your work as well. And one quick tip I want to give for you guys here is something that I learned with Benny Productions. So he uses the hue and saturation tool to actually create the highlights around our subject, right? So we have a red light in the back, and instead of me using just a solid color tool and paint it in, he uses the hue and saturation tool, right? So he uses that to actually paint in the subject and give that glow, that rim light effect, which is really interesting. It's something I've never thought before of using the hue and saturation tool. So that's something that you guys can definitely try and apply to your work. and you're gonna see that it actually looks really nice. One quick tip I want to give you guys right here is to apply blur. So as you can see, I'm applying blur to the bottom part of the White House, and that is something you guys can apply in your posters as well. See what you can blur out, or even part of something that you can put a blur effect on. Why? Because it makes your poster look more realistic. It doesn't look flat. It makes it look more like three-dimensional, as if you were taking a photo with a camera and the things that are closer to the camera are sort of blurred out. So that's the whole idea of blurring the bottom part of the White House as well. And because the White House is not really the main subject in this poster, it's sort of just a detail. So that's why I blurred it out. I blurred out only the bottom part of it just a bit. It's a small detail, but it really makes a difference, a whole lot of difference. And as you guys can see here, I'm pretty much at the end, just testing things out. And guys, once again, I want to thank you. If you're all the way on this part of the video, if you made it to the very last end, I just want to thank you. Leave your comment down below. Don't forget to like if you're here. You can see that this was definitely a longer type of work because it's a complex, super complex poster. And my next video is where I will be teaching you guys how to create typography, how to create these type of 3D 3D types in using AI actually. So you use AI to create these 3D types and also to create different types of fonts. So that will be my next video. Don't forget to click down below, leave your like button, that helps me out a lot. Share with a friend, share with a buddy, you know, and let's stick to the video. I'm at the end now. It's just like putting in the last details, and after this, right at the end, I'll put the cherry on top with this, which is the camera raw filter. So that's a cherry on top, and that's what blends everything else together and just makes the poster pop even more. And here we are with the final result. So guys, first of all, I'm really happy with how this poster came out. It is a different type of poster that I've made before. I'm not really into making these colorful type of posters, but this one really came out. It came out dope, man. Is this a 10 out of 10 poster? I don't know. So leave it in the comments. What is your rating on this poster? And as you can see, it, in my opinion, it came out really dope. You know, the center, everything is centered, everything is aligned. You know, the bigger fighters here on the top looks nice. The smaller fighters as well. The planes. So we have 3 jets, not planes, 3 jets flying, and everything came out dope, man. I tried to put in the American flag colors, right? So white, red, and blue. So we do have a bit of red, more blue, but also we have a bit of orange and yellow from the sun on the bottom. So yeah, guys, this is really dope. I hope you guys learned a lot, especially with, you know, everything that I've done, and also the 3D text that I created with ChatGPT and all that good stuff. And I hope you guys could get out some ideas from this video. It did take a while because this is like a high level cinematic poster. Like, you can't create a poster in this quality and these details in like an hour. You can, and it's just like impossible. And so there's a lot of details, there's a lot of things that was being made. And also right here we just have a little cherry on top, right? So before and after, cherry on top with the camera raw filter. I'm gonna just open up for you guys just so you guys can just see a bit of the settings that I messed with. So as you can see up here on the lighting, nothing too crazy. Some vibrance, some clarity, some grain. I always apply some grain. In the curves, just a little small S curve, and up here a little bit just to bring out the faded, a little bit of fade, a little bit of red here, a little bit of blue here. As you can see, nothing too crazy. Here on the color grading as well, nothing too crazy as well. Subtle things, a little bit of sharpening there. Subtle things, but it really does make a difference. The camera raw filter is definitely like a cherry on top, man. It makes a difference. Everything pops out way more. So guys, that is it. Thank you for everyone that's gotten to the end of this video. And leave your comment down below, whether it's a 10 out of 10, whether it's a 5 out of 10. Leave your comment down below. I hope you guys learned a lot. And also leave in the comments what you want to see, what type of video you want to see next, so I can come with more videos for you guys. What do you want to learn? And let's get it, guys. Thank you once again. In the description, you guys will find my graphics pack. So everything in this video, all the lights, textures, overlays, and I think that's pretty much it. Skies also, everything was used from my graphics pack. I will be putting in more skies for you guys in the graphics pack as well. So check it out. It's really cheap, over 5,000 assets for you guys to use. The brushes as well were used from there. And you guys can find 2 more links in the bottom of the description. How to upscale your images, and also my mini course if you want to learn how to create these super realistic AI portraits. So whether it's portraits for yourself, for your client, or for, you know, athletes or whatever, but especially for your clients. We know that sometimes you can be a really good designer and your work can come out really good, but if your client's photo sucks, it is gonna downgrade your work a bit. You know, so like this, I can do a really great poster, I can create a really great poster, but if the photos are not good, it is gonna sort of bring down my poster. You know, it's gonna make it look weird because the photos are just not high quality. And we have that problem with many of our clients. Many clients don't have good photos. So in this mini course, I teach you how to grab these bad photos and turn them into good photos. And you know, everything is just great after that, after you learn and after you start to apply that into your work. So guys, thank you once again. Catch you guys on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, leave a like for your boy, and peace out, guys.